Good morning in YouTube. I'm turning on my Facebook feeds as well. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning in YouTube and Facebook and YouTube and Facebook, two locations. Welcome to Wednesday's group meditation. Take a few minutes here to wait to see if anybody shows up today. But this is starting to call this Heartful Meditation Practice Group. Heartful meditation is like mindful meditation, except for that it aims towards the divine. And if you're looking for the medicine that heals all wounds, meditation is key because it allows us to dig our way back toward God. We dig our way toward God. We have action in this life, and our action is to return to God with intent every day as we can with mental focus. I'm going to read a quote this morning from Patanjali, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. I'm going to turn this down before the car comes. Undisturbed calmness of mind is attained by cultivating friendliness toward the happy, compassion for the unhappy, delight in the virtuous, and indifference toward the wicked. Undisturbed calmness of mind is attained by cultivating friendliness toward the happy, compassion for the unhappy, delight in the virtuous, and indifference toward the wicked. Indifference toward the wicked. Basically, hi Ellen. Basically, I see that as how I have learned to. Hi Tally. Hi Katie. Good morning. Indifference toward the wicked. I interpret that as if people aren't interested in spiritual growth, I let them be who they are. And if they're on a different path than me, I let them be who they are. Because they're not really human beings anyway. They are spiritual beings. We all are spiritual beings having a human experience. And their path might be a little different from mine. And my point in life is not to convert anybody. My point is to provide as much light as I possibly can to those who are interested in finding it inside themselves. So a little instruction today, a little guidance, and then we'll meditate together for about 20 minutes. Pull over my little bowl here to get us going in a minute or two. Thanks to my daughter for that. Become a channel of peace. Today, I want to talk a little bit about the spiritual dangers of meditation. Beware of aiming where you aim your heart. And that's kind of a hard concept for a lot of people because it's not all about peace and love on the other side. You got to be careful out there, which is why to focus only on God keeps you safe. If you're just traveling outside your body and you're looking for some way to have an out-of-body experience, that's fine. I'm not the one to tell you not to do it, but I warn you that I am having trouble with my camera here this morning. My duct tape's not holding. I warn you that there are other entities on the other side, and the way to avoid them is to keep your eye single and focused on the holy. Keep your eye on the divine. That's how to avoid all that dangers that are over there. It's very simple, like all the rest of meditation. Hey, Wanda. Good morning to you. Hey, Russell. Let's see if anybody else is over there on YouTube. So feel free to comment as we go along. The technique of meditation is super simple. You just need to focus your mind on the oneness of being. Simple as that sounds. I'm looking for my duct tape. Throw another piece of duct tape on here to hold that in place. I guess I can't find it. I hope it stays. So, mantra, eyes closed, room dark, phone off, reduction of all sensory input. That's what that's all about. And repeat your mantra over and over and over and over. And if you're getting bored repeating your mantra over and over, it's because you're not actually paying attention to what you're doing. Because what happens is if you're thinking about repeating it as opposed to actually repeating it. And if you repeat it over and over again, it falls away. And then you just get to observe your breath. And then that falls away, and you can fall into the place of peace inside yourself. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Jonathan. I got this notification, stopped all dailies to be here. Hey, thanks, Joelle and Jonathan. I guess that looks like Joelle and using Jonathan's name, maybe something like that. Anyway, Anthony, good morning. Pamela, good morning. Anyway, meditation is very simple. It's a simple practice. The goal is to make your eyes single so that, as Jesus said, your body will be filled with light, and to seek heaven above all things, seek God above all things, and all things will be added to you. This is the medicine that heals everything. It doesn't make everything go away. It doesn't stop your troubles. It gives you the courage to be on the battlefield. It gives you the strength to endure. It gives you the fortitude to be persistent. It gives you the rising above perspective of on your own suffering and the suffering of the world around you. It doesn't eliminate compassion. It brings dispassionate compassion, non-attached compassion, so that action is easier and there's a lot less judgment. Good morning, Sheila, and you're welcome. I've got the birds on outside. I don't know if you can hear them. Oop, there's a little feedback. There we go. I heard the wood thrush this morning. I'll shut them off before we begin. Any comments or questions? Love that sound. All right. No comments or questions. Maybe we can cover some comments or questions at the end. I don't time myself on my meditations. I meditate for about 20 minutes. The more you practice your meditation for 20 minutes, the more likely you are to meditate 20 minutes. What I mean is, if you set a clock up in front of yourself and you watch the clock for a couple of weeks while you're practicing this, eventually your mind and your body learns that. I was told the other day to take my glasses off. I forgot. Actually, I just remembered, right? I took them off. So 20 minutes, your mind and your body begins to learn how long 20 minutes is, so that you don't need your clock anymore. So I've been practicing 20 minutes a lot lately. Sometimes I practice longer, sometimes I practice less. Hey, Sylvie. Hola, from Spain. And Rob's over there in Wales, and I'm not sure where all sorts of other people are. I know that Randy from Scotland was trying to join us this morning too, and I sent him a link. Hopefully he can get here in time. We're going to begin our practice in a moment or so. Any comments or questions before we begin? I'll take a moment here to take a look and see. Stephanie, you love the birds. Me too. So the purpose of group meditation is, as Jesus said, where two or more are gathered, I am there. Hey, Kai. I got to put my glasses on to read your name here. Oh, you grew up in Farmington. Kai Mi Kaizi. Grew up in Maine in the Farmington area, near Sugarloaf, near UMaine Farmington, where my son went. Group meditation, where two or more are gathered in my name. I am there. The I am. Jesus is always talking about the I am, the Christ, the ineffable spirit of the presence of the divine holy, that's available to all of us by so many different names. And when we gather together, there's a multiplication of the strength of the meditation, of the power and the presence of the light. And that's why we do it together, because we're all stronger together when we do it. Hey, Christine from Ohio. All right, everybody. It's about 8 after. Time to sit straight. I'm going to take the pillow off my chair. I have a hard wooden chair, which is wonderful. Okay, I totally love my chair, but it's not great for meditation when I have my pillows, my butt pillows, to keep myself comfortable all day long as I sit here at my desk. I sit a lot. I try to get out and run every day, but I sit a lot. So I have cushions for my old butt. Michael, hey, Michael from Athens, Greece. Opa, Michael, nice to see you. How good. We've got a global group going on here. That's awesome. I've got cousins in Thessalonica. Michael, and family comes from Pyrgos on my dad's side, and just saying, okay. And I think I got a cousin in Athens too. Not 100% sure about that. Anyway, that's enough family stuff for the moment. So, meditation, close your eyes, shut off your phone, choose a single word. My word, I use the Eastern Orthodox prayer, uh, the Jesus prayer. It works for me. You don't need to use that. You can use the word love or some prayer that you grew up with or something that you choose to use. But I recommend using the same one over and over again, if possible, for the rest of your life, because it burns itself into your brain and makes meditation much easier over in the long run. And it also provides you with a word that can lose its meaning in the midst of your meditation as it falls away. The word is just a tool to use to focus your mind and your heart. Your mind on the chant of the word to control your ego, the stories we tell ourselves, and the heart in order to aim at the holy and the divine. Peloponnese. Yes, Michael. Peloponnese. Hello, Annette. Uh, walk by a dog, Peter. Um, anyway, time to begin here. I'll see you in 20 or so. I'll begin with this little uh, bell sound. I've been working on this. We'll begin with this. So close your eyes. Well, let's just do this. Time to close your eyes. Feet flat on the floor. Take a breath. Breathe it out. In. Diaphragmatic breathing, nasal breathing. Eyes on your are shut, hands on your lap, back is straight. Begin to chant your word inside your head. Let it ride on your breath. Focus on your third eye in your frontal lobe as you breathe out. See you soon. Always return to your word. When your mind wanders, go back to your prayer every single time. Don't chase your thoughts away. Go back to your mantra. eyes. Every day that I begin my meditation, there are many minutes in the beginning where I struggle to bring my mind back in control. If your mind wanders, don't judge yourself. Don't say, oh, I'm a bad meditator. Half a meditation, three quarters of it, is just showing up every day to do it. Just practice. And if you have a moment or 5 moments of centeredness in the midst of a 20-minute meditation, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Over and over again, those little tiny moments of stillness are connective to the divine. They're an accumulation of connection. Let you know that tomorrow there's a Zoom room at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. There's a link on today's video, on today's live stream, that leads to that room tomorrow. It's a face-to-face meditation group. Let you know that your tips are appreciated to help support this growing ministry. Not required, but appreciated. I'm glad everybody's showing up, and I hope that you take time, even if you can't show up today, even if you can't show up every day, take time to meditate. A regular meditation practice at the same time during the day creates a ritual, and rituals are easier to maintain than a haphazard approach. You're welcome, Cynthia. If anyone has any questions or comments, let me know. I'm going to pop my glasses back on so I can read what Rob is saying over there in Wales. Peter, my brother, that was a really good meditation. I'm glad to see you're looking well. We are all good here in lockdown. God bless you and take care of yourself. You too, Rob. White House over there in Wales, UK. Um, uh, oh, thank you, says Joelle here in Nova Scotia, across, and Jonathan too, love light, across the Gulf of Maine. Good to see you here today. Hey, Chip, I'm glad that you came today, Chip. Any comments or questions, anyone? Hey, Russell, sleep is the greatest enemy. Well, Russell, if you fall asleep during your meditation, it just means that you're tired. So sleep. But lack of sleep creates all sorts of problems in people. And I have some insomnia sometimes too. And I know that it can reduce my capacity for mental focus and also by a large percentage, especially when it's accumulated. And it also puts my body, my immune system at risk. Uh, One way to combat sleep lack is to use your meditation as a tool to control your mind at night when it's racing. So when you wake up at 3:30 in the morning and your mind begins to think of whatever it's thinking of, if you use your prayer, you can control your thoughts there. You can use your mantra to control your thoughts to help you sleep. You can use your mantra to stop the earworm inside your head, the one that's singing the song that you can't get rid of. You can use your mantra to change the story you tell yourself about who you are. If you suffer from negative self image and you hear yourself telling yourself the story, I'm bad or I did poorly or whatever the story is you tell yourself, in order to eliminate that story, tell yourself a new story. Use your mantra to replace it, to eliminate it. It works. It works. I know because I practice the same thing. You're welcome, Randy. You're welcome, Annette. Niscardata. I am that. Do you know the book? No, I am sorry. I don't know that book. Anita. Annette, rather. I'm sorry. Any other comments or questions? It's 36 past the hour. Tomorrow, a reminder that there's a Zoom group, and I'll see you, if not then and there, tomorrow. I'll see you. Hey, Anthony, thank you. Stephanie, too. Christine from Ohio. I'll see you tomorrow in the Zoom group, or Sunday morning at 9:30 Eastern time for a little alternative perspective on the Bible, followed by another Zoom group for meditators, not meditators, for mystics, people who want to talk about their mysticism, and then again on Monday for meditation. If you go to peterpanagore.love and sign up for the weekly email, you'll be able to stay abreast of all these things and other things as well. I love that you all show up and we get to meditate together. So peace and love, peace and love. I'll see you sometime soon. God is love. Bye. Ending one.